This week on the committee, we talk about Justice League. We didn't entirely hate it.
I mean, it was alright.
It was not bad.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
It's good.
Is it?
Good. Yeah, it's fine. This is fine.
It's Monday.
We're all fine
is-
here now.
It is Monday. Sorry, we
How
are
are you?
all.
What
What are you doing?
Hold on.
What are you doing?
Oh my
Ignore
God.
it.
Stop!
Ignore
No!
it. There we go.
Okay, not everything's
He
fine.
was doing weird things on the computer. We apologize.
We're all extremely tired. It was Black Friday weekend. I think everyone's a little dead now. I don't know how many beers we've gone through tonight, but it's already like the start of
Not
the
enough.
weekend.
I got two here just like in the hospital.
But as always, welcome to the committee presented by Pack of Geeks. I'm Cody,
I'm Richard.
I'm Tom.
Megan.
and we are wildcardless again. And this is a moment that I wish we had the wild card because we are going to talk about Justice League,
Exactly.
and I really want to know. We talked about it on the way on the way home the other night, but I really want to know he's had time to sit on it. He's had a week. I wish he could be like, this is what I think, but we'll have to figure that out at a later
Because
time.
it's there. I mean, he's got a full
Yeah, no, because he's a hater. Fight me.
Fight me.
established
So,
opinion.
it's been, a good minute since we've gotten to record something.
It's been 2 weeks.
It's been rough. All my hair fell out.
Yeah, it's Tom has gotten that stressed. But
It's the holidays.
but yeah,
I only
it's-
miss it because I can't pull on it.
It's like,
Nothing.
You got your beard, just pull the
Yeah,
beard a little
no.
It's not as good.
I know Kelly. No, thank you.
Yeah.
You know that pain.
Hmm?
Just Kelly. Just
And she's never done that to me.
yeah, she has.
Has
She did. I watched it happen. We were recording. You said that shit hurts, and Johnny said, "Yeah, that's why I shaved my beard."
I don't remember that.
I don't have that
Damn,
problem.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember that. But
I'm very vivid.
like I said, it's been a couple weeks. We haven't got to record. What's everybody been up to? You want to start? I know what you've been doing, so you might as well start.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to start. It's fine.
Really?
That's why I put him on blast first, because he's always the quietest. Eventually, I'll be
That's
like,
true, yeah.
what you been up to? And he'll be like, oh, I've been doing, but it's always...
He's just gonna be.
Oh,
like,
I've been doing.
Before you say anything, let me tell you what I've been doing this little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
What have I been doing?
Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Come
all
on
you
now.
have been
Come on
doing.
now.
Since Friday. Yeah. It's a good game.
Yeah.
As I walked in Saturday night, and he's like, I've almost beat the game. I was like, sweet God.
the main story or whatever, you can go through it pretty quickly. The hard
Those
part
moons,
is,
man.
yeah, the hard part is getting up to
moons will
999
get you.
moons. I'm at 533
And you've had it for how long?
since Friday.
I had someone look at me the other
It's
day and say it
Monday,
took
y'all.
them 3
Nintendo
weeks
needs
to
to
get
stop.
500 something moons, and it took you 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Superpowers, guys. Superpowers.
So have you done anything else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I don't remember. It's all been Odyssey. It's just a blur now. Yeah. Black Friday happened. That was fucking god.
Yeah, it did happen.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Tom, what you been doing?
Saw Justice League. Went to a burlesque show. Almost worked 13 days straight.
I did, I know.
Yeah. Intermittently, I played some Battlefront 2. More on that later. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm
Now,
ready for my
granted,
weekend.
I worked 15 straight, but
That's
I don't
true,
work
no.
as hard of a job as you do,
Yeah,
so
it's-
I would just bet nope, done.
we have to deal with we have to deal with people at their worst at different points in their lives. At
That's
their
fair.
most arrogant and entitled.
Yeah.
But it's no, that's I say that. I've had a lot of great guests these last 2 weeks. So yes, please come back.
There's a whole dozen.
Let's go back.
Yeah, no, literally. Wait. Anyway, no, it's good. I'm senior agent up there. That means I'm defaulted to be first for the hours. So yeah. Anyway, it's crazy times, and there are reasons for why they're crazy times, and I'm not getting into them on air.
That's fair.
But yeah, I'll break that shit down to you later.
Fair enough.
Anyway, yeah. But I got to see boobs Saturday before I got my hair pulled out.
That's fair.
So that was good, like, salve for the mind while that was happening. Yeah. What have you been doing, Meg?
Tom saw my boobs.
Tom saw my boobs.
We're gonna say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not to brag.
Yeah. So look, just like everybody else, I've done the Justice League, and then my Black Friday, since I'm in finance now, is like it doesn't exist. Like
people just go to the ATM.
Like
and get
it will.
money.
Like it's not a thing anymore. That's why like
it's a bunch of retail workers coming through your drive-thru,
Pretty
just
much.
dead inside. Like, give me my fucking change.
yeah, like just change orders and deposits all day. Like we didn't really
insane,
have anybody as far as like just regular.
Black Friday deals at the bank. Come get you a loan.
Yeah, for real. It's just like nobody was there. So
Free
it was
money.
It was a pretty slow day. Pretty slow day. But then had the burlesque show on Saturday. Tom got to see me, which was
Yay,
great.
that was fun. That was my first burlesque show.
It was so much fun. I'm glad
Yes,
that you came.
that
It
was a
fun.
good show.
I humped a piece of pizza on stage.
You did.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Fair
Fun.
enough.
It was in a sex positive way. So.
Yeah.
I have done literally nothing, I think, but work. My PS4 died.
Yes,
And
it did.
was
It died.
that was
hard.
24 whole hours of hell until I got a new PS4.
Yep, that one
Because
died hard.
I found out very quickly that when my PlayStation dies, I don't know what the fuck to do. And then after I got a new phone, I found out very quickly that when I got a new PS4, then I found out if I don't get a new phone quick, that I'm still gonna die. And so it's like I lost my life, and then I lost my life again.
That's a shitty train.
So I was just like, oh. But I did find my store keys today.
Oh.
So they were
That's
in
good.
the exact place I thought they were. I
like
just
that
haven't
it's
checked for 2 weeks.
It was like the deadline too, because we were gonna change locks like this.
No, he was going to give me tomorrow off because originally he thought I had, or he was going to give me till tomorrow because we thought I had tomorrow off.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, just give me till the end of the day. When you get back Wednesday morning, if you haven't found your keys, just let me know. I was like, all right, cool, bet. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'm sitting outside smoking anyway. I might as well just go check my car. And I literally just reached inside my seat and went, hey, look at these. And he goes, I thought you checked there. And I went, I didn't really look anywhere. He just kind of was like,
Was
what
it
the
in
fuck?
that like crevice
Yeah.
in between?
God,
Fuck
yeah,
that
right.
place. Fuck that place.
And so, but they were real easy. I was just like, hey, look at those.
Freaking notey.
But yeah, I think the last thing I did was play some Overwatch because
I was gonna say,
Literally, that's the last thing
you said
I know.
you were gonna play. Was it Marvel?
no, I was gonna play Lego Star Wars,
Star Wars.
and because I bought Lego Star Wars Shovel Knight and Dynasty War or not Dynasty Wars, Dragon Quest Heroes, so kind of Dynasty Warriors.
Ooh, shots fired.
And I was like, well, it's a Heroes game. But I was like, I've got this. I'm gonna go home and play it. And I literally sat in my bed and watched Kind of Funny for like 4 hours, and then the next night I was like, I'm gonna go home and play Lego Star Wars because I got off early last night. I was like, I can install Destiny and play Lego Star Wars and still do this. I just watched New Japan all night. I was like, fuck it, I gotta get caught up on Tag League.
That's
So-
true. No, you've been depriving yourself of New Japan.
I have.
I can finally stop listening to you bitch about it.
That's fine.
I'm sure he is way more tired of you bitching about it than I am.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't bitch about New Japan as much
I
as I bitch
woke
about
up and I heard
WWE.
Japanese.
Yeah,
It's like
notice me, senpai. Notice
All
me.
is right with the world.
Well, that's what if like you wake up, if you're ever in our house and you just wake up and you just like hear random Japanese yelling, it's because I'm either watching wrestling, watching Kamen Rider, or I'm watching some really weird anime. So,
I was about to say, or some really
it's
weird
just
porn.
like, all right, cool.
We're gonna go back to our earlier off-camera topic. Just a
Right.
bunch of hentai.
Just a bunch of time.
We'll get back into that again.
Oh god, no,
We'll
I
fall
can't.
into that
No,
trap.
we have
We
a
won't.
buddy that it's hilarious because I don't like I've never just sat down and watched hentai before, and so I don't get it because I've always been the guy that's
so
like
happy we just got on this subject.
because I'm like I'm that guy that's like I don't need that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. But we have so many friends that I can name. Like I won't name anybody in case they're just like
Not to
whoa. But like they'll just be like I bought like all this hentai today, and I'm just like oh my god, where did you even get that? But you know.
No king shaming on this channel. You,
No.
you
Yeah,
do
no.
you do
you
you.
do you. Boo.
Yeah, no,
You do
you do what you
you.
like. Who gives a shit? Don't tell anyone in life. Don't
long
let
as-
anybody in life
as
tell
long
you
as
you
it's
can't do
semi-legal.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long
Right.
as it's legal.
Yeah, don't do anything like illegal.
Yeah.
The
We won't-
Discovery says all the girls animated are 19 or above, man.
we won't get into it.
But you
I
know,
was 19 and FYE had an adults only section, so I mean,
you
fuck
know,
off.
because if it says it's drawn, it's 19 and up anyway. That's a good
Yeah,
transfer to our first topic.
Oh.
We watched Justice League this week.
That was nice. Okay.
Just Tom and like, oh, fuck.
I mean, I guess I could see the correlation there. The characters weren't used.
Could you show me that correlation? I'm still lost.
The Justice League or
I can show you that
comic book
correlation. I have
characters
a
that
lot
are
of hams.
No, you're stretching. You're stretching.
Hams beer.
Yes.
Sponsors.
That's what we're blaming on.
Sponsors.
Yeah. Is that really how you want to? It's like, hey, I just did this really fucked up segue. Hams beer. Sponsors.
That would be the one reason that Hams beer would
Yeah,
sponsor.
you know
us.
what?
They'd be like, this guy mentioned
Ham
wrestling,
Banana of the
hentai, and our beer within 5 minutes. Give him that money.
Accurate.
Is it bad to say what I did for Thanksgiving?
What?
Because I just remembered.
No.
I went to my parents' house, cooked lasagna that my mother left for me, and then I watched all of season 2 of Silicon Valley. And now I finally got to see the scene where he just goes, "This guy fucks."
This guy fucks.
Yeah, that's how I spent my Thanksgiving.
That whole season 2 is so
It's not
good.
bad.
It was good. Yeah.
That's the best season opener. Just ends with Run the Jewels. It's the greatest thing ever.
But yeah, Justice League.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, that no.
hey Thomas, you need to start a timer.
Fuck Thomas. What the fuck?
It's that rock eyebrow raising. Tom Dad.
How many? 10 minutes or?
Not 30 minutes.
20. No, 15. 15.
I was gonna say 10 to 15. We gotta do this quick. Let's get out of here.
Richard, we gotta hurry this shit up.
I got more Odyssey to play.
Okay. So, what did everybody think about Justice League?
It's not terrible.
It was alright.
Yeah, it's not bad.
As a movie, it was fine. Like, if you went in with no preconceived knowledge
say,
of
if you had,
anything at all,
If you had low expectations,
it would
probably
be
better.
It would be fine.
Oh no, it lived down to low expectations. 100%. No, it's
Now, here's my
backhanded
thing.
those
DC
compliments.
has already hurt my heart enough. My expectations going in were here. My hopes were lower. And so, like, I wasn't, I guess, let down.
Yeah.
But, like, the way I described it is it felt like a 3-part cartoon miniseries put together. Like, it was like I was watching Justice League Unlimited, and it was like, here's the 3-part episode of Steppenwolf.
It was very overtly like the 3-act structure.
Yeah.
And I think a huge part of that had to do with it switching over from Snyder to Whedon.
Yeah.
Whedon, excuse me. There were definitely sequences I could see. It's like, oh, that's Joss.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely Joss. Okay, this was like a Zach thing, and this is something that Joss took from Zach and like molded into his own.
So I noticed that more with like dialogue. Because you could tell when something was like Josh Whedon dialogue versus like Snyder.
Yeah.
And there were definitely times where you could tell that it was half and half, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like there were editing moments, there were story beat moments, there was dialogue choices, there was keeping the. I don't know if Snyder wanted Superman in as much of the film as Whedon put him in.
That's fair. Well, see, my thing is in the
Is
trailer.
that still a spoiler? That Superman's in the movie?
It's
No,
been
because the posters have been reissued. The figures of Superman.
Because
Okay.
the day because when Megan first posted that, like seeing family outing, Superman wasn't in the thing. The next day, Superman was in the banner on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, they after the opening weekend was over, because like Sunday, Monday, after that it was there were theaters that got new posters of the Alex Ross issue poster with Superman in the middle of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of those things that
And
like
I think his symbol has been a part of like that like
it was in
thing,
the-
that
whatever
collage
thing.
like forever.
Yeah.
So it's that has always been there. You
Yeah.
just have not seen Cavill in the full like S and cape. So
And my thing is in the original trailer where it shows her talking to him and like there's spoilers, people. Just so you're fucking aware.
Clearly.
At this point, you should just know if we're going to talk about it. But when he's sitting in the
watching
or
on
standing
YouTube,
in the
I'll have a
cornfield,
spoiler warning.
but
Audio,
Smart.
you're fucked.
yeah.
yeah, that's all, guys. Sorry.
But when he's standing in the cornfield
Read the descriptor.
in the trailer,
Yeah.
it's her just being like, it made it look like it was a dream the way they cut it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And so,
No,
and then when it's
exactly.
real in the movie, you're just like, oh, that's cool. I think I would have
Yeah.
preferred that shot in her head before he came back.
And again,
Yeah,
in Snyder's cut, I think that would have been in her head.
That might have been.
I think that scene
Because
would
the
have
way
been
it
in
was
her head.
stylized made it look
It
like
was
it would
the
be.
skies, yeah.
And that's another complaint I've had with a lot of DC, and this is why Kayla just does not want to watch Justice League. Period. Is it's over stylized. Like there'll be the slow down moments, like the moments where it's all dark and gritty, but there's one thing in the scene that's 100% colorful, and it's just like, eh. And then the more I sat on
I
it,
felt like the entire movie,
because
tone wise, looked about the same.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what tone was another thing, because we went when we had one of our Waffle House sessions. It's like I kind of agree with what Addie said with the whole like, why did they make Steppenwolf one monotone color?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Which,
gonna,
granted, I
he's
don't.
gonna have to get over that kind of
Yeah.
shit to do like comic accurate fucking costumes and
Well,
anything.
no, and my thing is that's my thing.
Because
like, I don't
they will
agree.
do that shit and he mocks it mercilessly,
Mm-hmm.
and then they don't do that shit and he bitches about the color. It's like
Deadpool 2, they have the yellow jumpsuits.
exactly.
Yeah, but my thing with it is, I don't agree that he should have been comic accurate, because then once again, there's two forms of Steppenwolf that you're just like, he's red and blue and does not need to have that costume. It's like
anytime I hear Steppenwolf, I think of one, the school I went to.
whoa, whoo!
And then the band.
Yeah, the band.
But
this looks nothing like the band.
I don't know. It's like my favorite thing is at the beginning of the movie, like when the robber is coming out of the window.
Don't look at me for that. I missed.
Oh no, you missed the opening like 5 minutes.
yeah.
But Batman, he looks over because he hears something, and he stops and he turns around to get his stuff, and then he looks up and Batman is standing there, and he comes over and he goes and he tries to shoot at him, and he dodges everything, and he's like, "What do you want with me?" And he's like, "Fear," and he throws him over the ledge to get the parademon to come after him, and it's like, all right, first off, if you didn't know what those were other than in your nightmares, how did you know they fed off fear?
I figured some time
I would
passed.
Well, I know some time has passed,
assume this
but-
is not his first.
But the problem is
interaction
he
with
had
Batman.
not seen them. Like that's the first one that they
yeah,
had like
supposedly it was the
caught
first one.
though.
Yeah,
That's the
Well,
first one he had seen up
it's-
close. He even says that.
yeah.
But he said that when they explode in the videos he had seen, it was that. So there's no way he would have known that the fear is what brought them out, in my head. Now, I could be wrong or whatever, because the only time he had seen them was in his dream, and then the Flashpoint thing, him being like, don't trust him, and all that stuff. It's like, that's cool. It's like they set up a lot of movies, but it's like, you set up a lot of shit within one movie that you had to roll off of real quick. And I don't feel that it's working. Was Justice League a bad movie? No. But it wasn't spectacular by any means. Like, I've had a few people that I work with that they watched it this past week too, and they're like, that was one of the best movies I've ever seen. And it's like, what movie did you watch that I didn't
What
watch?
other movies
all
have
right.
they seen?
Hold on.
Like,
as a spectacle,
because I can
yes.
name how many Marvel movies have there been?
It was fun. It was
Oh yeah.
As a
Visually appealing.
As a
sure.
spectacle, yes.
Yeah.
It was one of the greatest spectacles I've seen on film. Sure. They need to.
But like,
They
to
just
say one of the
select the
greatest
word.
superhero
My
movies, it's
thing
like,
is, like-
how many MCU movies have there been?
I was gonna say Thor Ragnarok came out like a couple weeks ago. That was the greatest movie I've ever seen.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Legit.
you need to. It's
Still
so
is.
good.
Family outing.
Girl.
Yeah.
Bro, no, me and
Let's
Nick.
stop recording. Let's go see
No,
the
me and Nick went to go watch Bad Moms the other day, and it was between watching Bad Moms, and he goes, kind of want to watch Bad Moms too. He goes, or we can just go watch Thor again. And I stopped and I went, I want to see Thor again, but I really want to watch
Excuse
Bad
me,
Moms.
Cody,
And he goes,
it's
then let's go watch
it's
Bad
not
Moms.
Bad Moms 2, it's Bad Moms Christmas.
Whatever.
Get it right, Nody.
Yeah,
Either way,
jeez.
it's still a funny movie. Go watch Bad Moms. But it's no. That's my problem. Is like when I enjoyed a comedy that was supposed to be a mediocre cash cow of a comedy
Right.
more than I enjoyed a superhero movie that I should have been looking forward to my whole life. It's a problem.
That's true.
See, like Justice
Shit,
League
no.
was good.
Well, and granted, that's a bad comparison.
Hold on.
I
we're
think
trying
what
to
helps, I think a lot of people is the music score that they use because it has a lot of nostalgia
It's got
Yes.
because it has
So
both
it-
animated film or both
Yeah.
animated series,
and live.
and then it has the
from,
Danny
like,
Elfman
Tim
theme.
Burton.
It's got all that stuff. It's like that's cool.
So
It's
like I feel like it hit a lot of people's like nostalgia bone, and that's why they were like, "This is a great movie." And it's like past that, it's.
And my thing is, I brought that up to someone that they used the animated series theme when you first see both of the main two, and it's like, they were like, "Wait, what?" And like, because the first thing you hear when Affleck, like the robber, the first thing you hear is
Which, and actually, the animated series was harping off the Danny Elfman theme, which explicitly is
really
at the end of the first Batman. Michael Keaton.
And so it was like really great. So it might have just been the Danny Elfman theme then, and I'm just insane. But Oingo Boingo as fuck. But it's just one of those things like, I sat there and I was like, yeah, that was cool. But then that scene kind of like was real quiet for a minute, and you're just kind of like,
yeah,
okay. And then like when they first do Superman and it's the Superman theme of everything, and you're just like, oh, that's really cool. And then it's just like, oh yeah, never mind, we're gonna have the quiet spot. Okay, cool. And it's like for DC, it's really weird because the way I talked to someone, I was talking to our buddy Ross from Crossing the Bar Line after Dark Knight Rises came out.
Speaking of, go listen to Crossing the Bar Line.
You need to, because they're fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But it was me, him, and a few others were talking about Dark Knight Rises after it came out. And I was like, and that still has one of my favorite scenes in movies. Now, granted, that's a real realistic superhero movie. And when I think superheroes now, I think more not grounded in reality superheroes. But it's like the whole scene where Selena shuts the gate on him. And she's like, I'm sorry. And he turns around and he's like, oh, Mr. Wayne. It's like, what? And he goes, and we were talking about it, and Ross asked me, he goes, what made that scene so great to you? I went, the score or lack of there. And he just kind of looked at me, and I was like legit. Yeah. And I went, there's like parts of that, like, there's like a little bit of a score, but the second they start beating the shit out of each other, or Bane beats the shit out of him, there's nothing. It's quiet, and all you can hear is the feet hitting puddles and his fist hitting his armor. That's all you can hear. Yeah.
Mind or your body.
Your spirit or your body.
Sorry,
I
was going off the Bane outtakes, my bad.
But it's just like, watching that was like...
Stop hitting yourself. You're a combo breaker. Yeah,
but like...
The Bane outtakes are the greatest.
But those of like... It's like DC had moments like that there and in Dark Knight. Like when the Joker's hanging upside down, that looming... sound that's playing, and then when he goes, just need a little push, the sound goes away, and it's just him laughing and swinging, and it's like you can do that in an over-the-top superhero movie like you're trying to make, and it still work.
I don't want to say directorial.
No, it's a Snyder and Whedon thing, because they're both very terrible about it. They both can't score anything worth a fucking shit.
Shots fired, assholes.
No, I'll be real, like, Man of Steel, it's like, okay, like...
Stop that, that's really dumb.
What,
you got
just
your quota.
Bullet club it and just...
I hit my quota.
Yep. That's your quota.
Finger pistols.
Yeah.
That's where you're wrong,
They're
kiddo!
sideways, oh god.
I've been working all summer on my high fives and my fingers.
Like, one of my guilty pleasures, it's like, is Man of Steel a good movie? Not really.
I've watched it once.
Do I enjoy watching Man of Steel? Yeah. I'll watch Man of Steel. It's like, I like Green Lantern. Is it a good movie? Not in a goddamn million years, but I'll sit down and I'll watch Green Lantern over and over.
It's
I don't care.
watchable.
And like with Man of Steel, it's the same way. It's like, is it one of the worst of the movies that have come out? Yeah. But it's like, when I watched that movie, I was like, man, this is a good movie. And then like, the more I watch that movie, the more I'm like, oh, man, this might not be a good movie. And so it's like, that's how I feel about Man of Steel. But my thing is, Man of Steel has the best score any of those movies I've ever had. Because Hans Zimmer walked into there thinking that he should go into it just like he did Dark Knight. And he did, and it was fucking perfect. Now the only time you hear a Hans Zimmer score in that movie is when you fucking see Superman. And it's like, I really need something to happen, because it's like, they keep changing who they're using, and they keep doing this and that, and it's like, or we'll do half Hans, half someone else. It's like, no, I need you to find someone new. It's time to cut ties with everyone, find someone. I don't even care if it's Elfman. Bring Elfman in, but have him score the whole movie. And because there are people that are great at that.
Consistency in composure is what is needed.
And it's just like, because there are tons of scenes in that movie that it's just quiet for no reason. Like if there would have been something happening, it would have been like, cool. And then there's times that it's overscored when there's stuff happening where there doesn't need to be. And so it kind of just like, there were fight scenes with a score happening that you were like, that doesn't need to be here. We could literally just have this fight scene and it'd be great. Yeah. It's like the whole run-in.
With those kind of movies, I kind of... most of the time with movies, if I don't notice the score, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I never notice quiet moments like that, because I always hear music in my head anyway, but...
That might be something wrong. You might need to have that
no, like, I just hear scores in my head. So,
that's fair.
Like, even in movies where it's, like, quiet moments or whatever. Okay. I'm just like, oh, cool. quiet moment.
I hear jingles in my head.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
Santa Claus.
No. Like you know, like those kind of jingles.
I wanted to, out of all the main 6, like heroes in the movie.
Yeah.
Is there 6? Or is
Yes.
it 7? Yeah,
You Unite the 7.
Yeah. Well,
It would have been 7 of them. Then Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Aquaman, Cyborg.
Yeah. Who's 7? This guy.
Exactly.
Then what was the point
It's
of
a
the
shitty
Unite the
tagline.
7?
Yeah, it's a Schneider thing.
I guess they put him with
Lantern.
They had a Green Lantern reference.
Yeah, there was a.
Well, yeah, but my thing is, I guess maybe
Well,
originally they were gonna have Hal in it.
Yeah.
I guess originally they
what
would
was
have had
I gonna
Hal,
say?
but I guess they didn't.
With out of the 6, who'd you feel had the least
Alfred.
like Alfred? Was the least like the comic version to you? Because to me, I hated Flash.
No, Flash.
lot.
Okay, I explained this to.
Out of all of them, I thought all the rest of them were fine. Aquaman was
I was
great.
talking to my,
he
I
was
was talking to my
my
mom
sister's
about it.
Yeah.
I was talking to my mom about it yesterday about how much I hated Ezra Miller as Flash because
Mhm.
they made him out to be like an autistic science kid, like, oh, this is what I know how to do, and stuff like that. And it's like, and
I
he
don't
didn't
think
work,
He was autistic. He was just hyper.
and well, ADHD, whatever
Yeah,
you want to say, it
ADHD.
was like,
Those are
nowhere near the same.
thing.
Yeah. But it's like, but like there were times where he would be like, he would like sit there and he'd be like, and stuff like that, and then like there would be ADHD moments and stuff, and it's like that's cool. That's
Yeah.
not Barry Allen.
Yeah.
When I think Barry Allen, it's like I think like that confidence of like, no, I know how to do this. I'm one of the world's best forensics detectives. Let's go, or forensics scientist, and it's just like and like stuff like that, and then him being like,
But
well, let's do
like
this,
spoilers for
and-
the very end of the movie, it's he's not to that point yet. He hasn't gained that confidence.
Yes.
So there's 15.
But still, it's like it was one of those things that he.
Yeah, I didn't.
It didn't
I didn't
feel
like
like
the
Barry
portrayal.
Allen, and my thing
Yeah.
is like I feel like every time
Would you
someone
preferred
makes
if he was Wally?
yeah, because he kept trying to crack a bunch of jokes. He kept trying to be like the guy that like he made the
That's
joke
the
about
most
being
of the-
fast.
That's
like,
the most.
he would be like, "Hey, look, I'm in the Batcave. Hey,
Out
look
of
at this.
all of
Look
it.
at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Oh,
Batmobile."
yeah, no,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
that
Like,
was-
Like all
Yeah.
his dialogue, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Josh,
Yeah.
but
you're all
Yeah,
over
it
it."
was
that
one of
was-
those things
that
that
was a
like
bunch of Wayne's
everything
stuff.
he
Pop
did,
Yeah.
everything he did. If he would have been Wally West, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
But I still would have disagreed because he doesn't look like an Allen or a West. But my thing is still, I would have been like, okay, if he was Wally, his jokes would have made more sense. The way he acted would have made more sense. Like the hyperactiveness, like whoa, let's go, like stuff like that. Like him looking at everyone being like, hey, and then like taking off. It's like cool, that's Wally West. But Barry Allen is the guy that's like, hey, Flash, what's up? How's it going? And then like takes off. It's like that's what I want. And it's like they haven't really given me that in the show either. It's like at least in the show, like he knows what he's doing most of the time. But like in the movie, it was just kind of like, hey, I have this suit. I made this suit. I know what I'm doing. Ha ha ha. I'm not part of the cops yet. I don't work with the police yet. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
And it's like the one dude that played his dad. It's like that's cool, but how
Billy
often? Are
Crudup?
we, yeah, but it's
Dr.
like
Manhattan himself?
yeah, but it's like how
Mr.
often
Blue
are we
Dog?
gonna see him?
Mhm.
But it's like
I think
how,
that's my biggest complaint about like the superhero genre in general is like how long it takes you to get to a characterization of like the comic version. It's like, oh, he has to grow into this. It's like, no, bullshit. Just make him the character.
You don't have to grow him into it at
Yeah.
all. Like we could have started that movie and him have been the Flash
Agreed.
for years, and
Totally
just
agree.
when he met him, like walk up to everyone
Yeah.
and just sped up to him like, "Hey, what's up, boy?" Or
Yeah.
or been like, "Barry Allen, Barry
Yeah.
Allen, Barry Allen,
Yeah.
Barry Allen," and I would have been like, "Cool, yeah, baller." And they could have given me that Justice League cartoon moment
Mhm.
to where none of them knew each other and they kind of came together to help, and him just be like, "Yeah, but how do I know I can trust you guys?" And Bruce being like, Diana Prince, Arthur Curry, like naming them all off, and him
Right.
them being like, and then him taking the caliphate Bruce Wayne, and it just being like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool shit. And it's like, and my favorite thing is, first off, richest man in the world is sitting in your second favorite chair, I guess is what he says.
Mhm.
He didn't know who he was. He was just like, who are you? It's like, bullshit. You know who Bruce Wayne is. You're not going to get away with it. Like, I was like, why is Bruce Wayne in my chair? I would have been like, why are you here? like, did you give me a grant? You doing something funny? What am I doing? Like, something like, they could have done so many things.
Exactly. They couldn't do that
Yeah.
because Civil War, Spider-Man and Tony Stark. they couldn't do that because everyone would be like, nope, you're just copying off of that.
It's just one of those things that I'm just like, man, it's like
the comics are so similar to each other. It doesn't fucking matter. So
yeah.
But my thing is like,
there's a Copperhead in DC and in Marvel. Why?
Right.
But I think I would say Flash was
Cyborg
next, because the way I've always seen Cyborg portrayed, and I'm not counting Teen Titans for it, but the way I've always seen Cyborg,
I've only known Cyborg as Teen Titans.
Yeah.
So.
But like the way I've always seen Cyborg portrayed was like this confident, like he knew what he was doing, he was always in control, like everything. It's like I'm not a fan of Cyborg being in the Justice League. Period. I hated New 52 Justice League. It didn't make a goddamn bit of sense.
Racist,
I guess. But
I just
it's
want
like
Martian Manhunter. That's all I want.
no, yeah. Give me.
Oh, Jean.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Give me
I wish.
Jean, and then Jon Stewart, and that would have been ecstatic. Like they could have skipped over Hal and put John in there, and him be like, and then had Hal come in later or something like that. But it's just like if you would have given me Jon Stewart
Hal
in that
and Guy
movie,
and Kyle, all of them.
like I would have just been
that's
like,
what
this is great.
the Green Lantern core movie, I think,
Yeah,
is
because
supposed to be doing.
the core movie is supposed to be, is it Kyle or Guy that comes in?
I want to say it's Kyle coming in and like meeting everyone else.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be them training him to be something.
Which doesn't make sense because Jon Stewart's the fourth, but whatever.
But it's just one of those things that it's like
Kyle is best Green Lantern. I mean, he is. It's the White Lantern now.
True.
His control. Anyway, that's
But-
dumb. Nerd.
But no, it's just like I guess that I got my hopes up that Arnie Hammer was going to be in the movie, and that he was going to be Hal Jordan, and we would have saw this extra like hero there to help them, and it's like I guess they kind of deleted the Unite the Seven stuff real quick, and that was the whole thing. The original Aquaman poster said Unite the Seven, and that was their thing at Comic-Con 2016. Every poster they had up said Unite the Seven. And I was just like, oh, okay.
So that could be a thing with like in the editing process, they just cut something.
But once again, in a movie
Or
where
Josh
Jeremy
dropped it,
Irons
or-
and
yeah.
Amy
Hell, Zach
Adams
dropped
are
it.
side characters, and they are still my favorite part of the movie, there's still a problem.
Which one?
And like their characters were my
Amy
favorite
Adams
in BVS, and they were my favorite in this too. Because it's just like when Diana says, she was like, I guess I'm gonna go on a date or something like that, and he was like, well, somebody here needs to. It's like, it's fucking great. It's like, does Jeremy Irons fit the Alfred look? Not 100%. Does he feel like Alfred though? Yeah.
He feels like
Everything he
Shotgun
says.
Alfred. Yeah, he does.
Shotgun Alfred.
Shotgun
Best
Alfred.
Alfred.
I mean, best Alfred. Yeah, the SAS. He's the one that's trained Bruce in like hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, yeah.
Shotgun Alfred. Yeah.
But it's like I like
the one that'll
and
like come out and defend himself with the fucking shotgun.
I still think Wonder Woman is like the best DC film character so far.
Well, she's the most flushed.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
100%. Like, but I see what flushed out. Sorry.
Flushed out.
Well, she's probably
Flushed out.
after this movie. She's probably flushed.
I'm sure she's flush.
But it's one of those things that like
It's because she's a woman, right? Yeah, flush.
that was a douche joke. Okay.
Richard, no!
We have to start the episode over.
God damn it!
But
Look, I didn't say. No, never mind.
But
I
like
want to do that this time.
with Amy Adams too, though, it's like her character. She played it so well, and it's like I feel like was it Susan Sarandon plays her mother?
No.
That was she was in Spider-Man.
No, it was Selma Hayek, Cody. Diane Lane.
Yeah, Diane
Lane. Okay,
Yeah,
because it was Susan Sarandon in Amazing Spider-Man.
No. Well, no, that was Sally Field.
Sally Field.
Yeah, that's Sally Field.
What's
Susan Sarandon's never been.
Play it then?
She's not.
I think you're
She's
Shut
Janet in
up.
Rocky Horror Picture
Well,
Show.
yeah,
what are you
but-
talking about, Cody? She's in Thelma and Louise.
Well, guess what? We already all know that I'm terrible with shit already, so it's all good.
It's, I'm surprised you know somebody else's name.
Yeah, no.
Other than Salma Hayek.
I'm impressed.
But no, like I
they
feel like
call me
she
Halle
didn't
Berry
do.
or something. So no, it's Susan Sarandon.
But
No, everyone's Susan
Keep,
Sarandon.
yeah.
Everyone's
keep,
Susan Sarandon.
keep score, kids.
But no, I feel like she played a much better character, and I feel like opposite of the mom the whole time. It just didn't even feel like it was a comparison. It was just like one of them played a down to earth character, while I feel the other one was real comic-y, and it was like Why did we put them in the same scene together so many times?
Oh,
He's saying Diane Lane was more comic-y than...
Yeah, like they made her feel more
then
comic
Amy
booky,
Adams was
and then they made Amy Adams as Lois Lane feel more like down to reality. Like, oh no, I don't want to do that. And it's just like
I felt like it was
but,
more like Amy Adams is just like she doesn't know how to deal with grief, and then the mom's just like, I'm just gonna.
Well, she'd already
Try
lost
and
Jonathan,
do
so
whatever.
yeah,
so
she's already lost everything
she's
in her
gone
life.
through this.
She is like,
And there's still the possibility it's like Clark may just be sleeping. We don't know what.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on with Clark.
Like,
Yeah.
she's more of the
He's
optimist.
in the exactly.
Whereas
But
Amy
it
Adams
was-
is like a pessimist.
And my thing is in BVS.
She's a pragmatist. It's,
Right, yeah.
it's
Like,
she's
Realist.
yeah.
In BVS, we knew who Superman was from Man of Steel. We saw everything happen. You don't need to know who Bruce Wayne is. You can have anyone put into a movie as Bruce Wayne as long as you tell us before the movie starts, this is Bruce Wayne. Then we're going to go, cool, that's Batman. I know how he became Batman. His parents died.
So when they inevitably recast Ben Affleck, they're just gonna have a scene at the
You
beginning.
mean like they're doing what Jake Gyllenhaal?
At the beginning of the movie, they're just gonna be like, "Excuse me, Bruce Wayne," and it's gonna be Jake Gyllenhaal. Just turn around and be like, "Yes."
But no, my thing
Wink.
is, I still don't think, even if the Jake Gyllenhaal deal goes through this week, I don't think we see him as Justice League Bruce Wayne.
Is that for the Scorsese?
No, for
Who's doing Bruce Wayne in the Scorsese film?
nobody, I don't think. But in
if
Matt
it's a
Reeves'
Joker-
Batman, he
If they're
wants
doing a
Jake
Joker
Gyllenhaal.
movie, they have to have a Batman.
I guess they don't have to.
For a
No,
Joker
they
movie?
do.
For a Joker movie, they do.
They do.
Yeah.
You know who should be playing Joker? Jared fucking Leto, not fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
It's
weird.
I don't know if Scorsese should be directing a Joker movie. Period. So
It's
it's
true.
It's all fucked up. Also, give me your nerd card, Nody. You don't deserve that anymore. What the fuck? You can have a Joker movie without Batman. It's hot to fucking slit your throat on camera, man. Sit your fucking ass.
But my problem with it is it's like there's a line here that Disney set for everyone to meet. Guess what? It's not hard to take these same characters, follow that exact same model, and go, got it. It's really not. Because with DC, it's like, with Marvel, they set up the origin because it was like, we want you to know what our versions of these characters are. With DC, they haven't changed too much too often. Like, they'll change like one thing at the end of the movie, you're like, oh, like with Zod, it was like, oh damn. But it's like, one of those things like, you don't need to tell me who the fuck Clark Kent is. You could have put a guy in glasses and a goddamn trench coat and been like, have a camera in his hand and be like, damn, that's Clark Kent right there. And you could have had a rich ass motherfucker get out of a car with a suit on.
Wrong
shook
nerd,
someone-
Jimmy Olsen. What?
shook someone's hand and
No,
went,
Jimmy Olsen's dead.
he is in this
R.I.P.
series, unfortunately. And shook someone's hand and I'd be like, that's Bruce Wayne right there, fuck. And it's like,
Robbing themselves with the Superman spell.
yeah. But my thing is like,
Can you
why?
guess how Jimmy has to live in a slum?
Check the fucking Jimmy Olsen covers, man.
Got it hanging on the wall in there, man. It's
But-
the best.
I don't get why. Like, someone put out the Puff piece this week that was like, did Justice League kill the origin story for superheroes or destroy the origin story for superheroes? And
No.
it was like, no, because guess
It
what?
didn't-
We got.
It didn't tell any
There was
origin
no-
stories.
Yeah, there's no origin.
Yeah, because
There's
exactly. Well, no, because it was showing you the origin of Cyborg. It
Well,
was showing
no,
you
it
the
is-
origin of
Not
Flash and all that stuff. But my
Not really.
thing is, it was like,
Yeah.
guess what came out this year? It's like or in the past 3 years, it's like we got Doctor Strange, we got Homecoming,
right.
we got all these.
But it's Homecoming didn't show an origin. But the
Not
thing
really,
is,
but we.
but Justice League did not show the origin for Flash. It talked about it,
Yeah.
but even in BVS, we do not hear the origin of Flash.
And even Cyborg, they cut all this origin stuff out.
Right. Well, it's
'Cause in the
what
trailer-
about origin? Yeah,
In
exactly.
the trailers, they show him pre-Cyborg, but
But what-
But
the-
somebody
his-
agreed
hold on,
with the
his
other side
origin
of it.
stuff. His origin stuff is in BVS. That's
Kind of,
the
yeah.
Cyborg
with
film.
like the
No, there's
With
no
the mother
kind of-
box, yeah. with
That's
the-
that's his origin story. Is like the body being injected with the mother box.
Yeah.
That's his origin story. But you
But-
don't get that with Aquaman. You don't get that with
Yeah.
Flash.
But my
You
thing
don't
with
get
it
it
is
with Wonder
someone retorted immediately with, well, we've gotten these 3 from Marvel in the past 2 years, and they've all been origin stories, and they've all worked. So
Origin
if there's something
story
wrong
is
with the
Doctor
origin
Strange.
story, it was DC, not origin stories in general. And I was like,
say
that's perfect.
Doctor Strange was the last Marvel origin
Yeah.
story.
Yeah,
So-
But even then,
which
it's-
we'll see Captain Marvel.
well, yeah.
But
even
Well, even Captain
even then-
Marvel, they could just have it as.
Even then, it's
this.
the idea that Justice League would kill the necessity for an origin story. It's kind of, because it's just like these are the characters and go, but it's a weak article. Like you said, it's a puff piece.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary.
But my problem with like a lot of stuff is like to go to Aquaman. He was my favorite part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Momoa killed it. But my problem is when he went to Atlantis.
Sitting on a lasso truth was amazing.
That was a fantastic thing. But him going to Atlantis and like they amped up Mira for months for her to be in the movie for 4 minutes.
See,
and for her
I don't remember any hype on Mira.
Oh, it was everywhere. Like them like putting the picture of her out and being like, here she is as Mira, here's this and this, blah blah blah.
I figured that was just like a set thing where it's like, hey, this is what she looks like in the movie.
But my problem is like they did the whole air bubble thing and her being like the prodigal son has returned and him being like, I didn't ask for this. Blah blah. It's like, oh, so every time that we thought he was going back to Atlantis, he was just swimming off somewhere. Sounds great. It's like he wasn't actually in Atlantis. Like he's not the king, which we knew he's not the king of Atlantis because that's who Dolph Lundgren plays in the movie. And so it's like, cool, he's not the king yet. He's not like the big dog. He's nothing like that. It's like, but my problem with it is, why was that even? They didn't even have to do any of that. They could have just saw it and then Mira would be like,
that's set up for the Aquaman movie where he returns to Atlantis to rebuild after Steppenwolf has come in and fucked shop.
But you're going to tell me in one movie they're going to become husband and wife and everything's going to be fine?
No.
Because like, what if that's what happens? Then I won't be pissed. That's the only other movie in DC right now.
Do you know why it's not going to happen? Because Warner Brothers already said, no more like connecting universe. We're just fuck it. We're not. That's Marvel's bag. We'll just kind of.
But she's in the Aquaman movie.
Okay. That doesn't mean it has to be a connected universe. It doesn't mean that by the end of that movie that they have to be engaged. They can just like make eyes, or like he can save her life, or she saves his in a particular way, and they're just like mutual respect. And then they can build on the next one.
I'm gonna be real. DC being like, there's not an extended universe. It's a fucking cop out because they can't do it.
Yeah, they know they're not going to be as successful as Marvel, or like successful at it. Period, because everyone is. It's overt that they're just harping on what Marvel was what Marvel was doing. So they've lost that steam. It's like that's gone. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just hams.
But I don't know. It's just
we've spent way more than 15 minutes on.
We have. Justice League is a good movie. Go watch it. It's not terrible, but fuck it. I'm
calm
down.
It's all right. It's all right.
Still mad.
It's all right.
Simmer.
Movie could have been so much better.
It's an all right movie.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
You know who did kill it?
Who?
Fucking J.K. Simmons. That's fucking J. Jonah Jameson, or not J. Jonah Jameson. He killed J. Jonah Jameson, guys. But fucking,
he's still
James Gordon. But he did kill it as James Gordon as well.
He's hyped. He's gonna maybe do JJ again. Who knows?
Oh, dude!
He said he's down to.
Okay, here's this though.
Down to JJ.
Yeah, he's down to J.
If he plays J. Jonah Jameson again, great. If not, Ice Cube said he would do it, and I fucking want Ice Cube and J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I need JJ as the.
I would fucking die if it was like, get the fuck out of my motherfucking office. I'd be like, yes.
No, it's like, you need to bring me some pictures of Spider-Man right now.
Why does he sound like Tyson?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Put him in an orange jumpsuit and send him to Rikers.
Damn it. Wow. But, alright. You know where you can hear us talk a little bit more.
That's not an original Ice Cube impression, by the way. I'm actually stealing that.
Motherfucker. You know where you can learn more about us, Richard?
Where?
Go on to YouTube. You can watch all of our videos soon if Richard gets on the ball and gets the rest of all the podcasts. Put on
I'm not
the
putting
website.
all the other.
Well,
podcasts.
no. The 3 now 4 videos. They can watch all 4 videos.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can.
Why would I put a backlog of all whatever 14 other episodes?
14 more episodes.
13 other episodes.
14.
That are like 2 hours long. You know how fucking bandwidth that is?
That's wasting my bandwidth, man.
I ain't got time for that.
But you can go to youtube.com.
It's a great place.
Search Pack of Geeks and subscribe to it.
100%.
The last video we put up was a Survivor Series prediction video, which was hilarious because we got it up like 6 hours before Survivor Series, and just Richard sitting in the room. And if you guys could see the long cut, it'd be hilarious. And me being like, "Hey, Richard, right here, do this," and then it's the video, and it cuts right there, and then it's like cutting back to us, and Richard being like, "And so right here."
I took a 2.5 hour footage
and
cut it down to 47. Yeah, 47 minutes. Yeah. I'm a god.
He zoomed in on those J's, and that's all I asked for.
That's just how much trash he talks. That's all that is.
It's true.
There's a couple of moments where, like, the Kurt Angle, whatever, the 4-on-4 fight. Yeah. That was legit an hour long.
It was an hour, and it was more of half of it was us going.
Yeah, that match was legit an hour long. So when I do 15 minutes later and then 10 minutes later, it's legit.
Yeah, we're being serious. Yeah, it was us being like, because there were times, and like I even said it, and I was like, I know this won't make the final cut, but if it does, I'm so sorry we're being quiet. And Richard was like, I'll edit it out. And I was like, okay, because it was just awful. I was trying not to cough, man. But you can go to youtube.com, go to @PackOfGeeks on there, subscribe, let us watch the video,
actually,
give it a thumbs up. You don't need the app. You don't. Search Pack of Geeks.
Yeah.
But leave a subscribe, leave a thumbs up on the video, leave us a comment.
The more people that subscribe, eventually it won't just be a generic, just search for us. I can just do /Pack of Geeks.
You can.
Eventually.
So subscribe, please, so we can get to /Pack of Geeks. That way we'll go right to it.
Yeah.
But
it's my personal work account. There's 2.
It's fair. So, topic number 2.
You gotta make accounts. I'm not saying you need to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say whatever. I don't know. I'm tired.
We're all so tired.
So topic number 2. Battlefront.
Set that timer soon.
Battlefront 2.
Oh, this is like 5-minute topic.
This is. I was gonna say this is mostly Tom
because I'm the only one.
Well, it's not. We're not talking about gameplay. We're not talking about anything else. We're talking about the controversy around Battlefront 2.
Ooh, there's controversy.
Oh, there's
controversy.
Much nerd rage and controversy.
Well, nerd rage and United States law now getting involved.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What?
So Battlefront 2, for anyone that hasn't seen within the last 2 weeks, now the United States government is getting involved to look into if it is gambling or not.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past couple of days, it's been thrown in that Overwatch is now part of it too.
Europe has been doing it. I think, like the EU has done it. Germany has done it, I think. But yeah, most of them have said it's not. Belgium said it's not, and I think one other place said it's not.
I'm sorry, it's not.
It's not.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
Is it a habit forming? No. I mean,
yeah, no. If you're spending, here's the problem. Yes, and I agree with you. The season pass is free.
Yeah,
you're getting all the extra content that's going to come out for that game for free.
So they have loot boxes.
So why are you bitching about the loot box? It's just like Overwatch. You know how many updates and new maps and characters I've gotten on Overwatch now? Awesome. Did I have to pay for any of that? Not a damn bit of it, but I guarantee it was paid for by people buying loot boxes.
And as somebody pointed out to me,
same thing with the GTA 5.
No, it is different from Overwatch because the only thing you will ever get from Overwatch
is cosmetic.
Is purely cosmetic.
Yeah. No, and I get that.
That's the argument.
But what I'm saying with Overwatch though is I got all those characters for free. They never had a plan to have a season pass anyway.
Right.
And that was the thing with Battlefront. They never had a plan for a season pass. It was all going to be free no matter what.
Yeah.
My problem with it is
off and gated.
Do I hate that I might have to open 15 loot boxes before I get the gun I like? Yeah, that sucks.
And
guess
I can
what?
say I've opened 15 loot boxes all for free. Thank you very much. And it's like, I'm just kind of meandering along.
Yeah,
but
it's one of those things like, it's you know how long I had to
the drops. Mm-hmm. Like how bad are the drop rates?
I haven't even played with that much consistency because of work and 13-hour days, and I want sleep so bad. And also my just internet connection is trash. So like I'll be running along corridor and then I'm like back 5 feet and I'm like, fuck. All right, finish this match. Back out. We're done. Yeah, and that's a nice spike. Hell yeah.
But my thing with it is there were a lot of times in the first game that you didn't have. Granted, you could go and buy everything as long as you had the points for it.
Mm-hmm.
There were 1 million people that had the DH.
Yeah, the Han Solo gun?
Yeah, the Han Solo's weapon. Because there were so many people that had it way before us.
It was a pre-order bonus.
It was one of those things that...
deluxe bonus.
It was one of those things that if you bought the $80 version of the game instead of the $60 version of the game, you started with it.
Yeah.
And there were people that would just absolutely fucking destroy you.
Yep.
And you just had to, like, I grinded for fucking, like, 35, 40 levels. And when I got it, then I was that guy that could be like, ha ha ha, motherfucker, let's go. So my problem is, I don't give a shit if you made loot boxes purchasable. I was going to play the game to get those anyway, so who cares? My problem with it is people being like, oh no, it's pieces of shit for them to do that. Like, that's fucking awful. Is it? Like, do you know how hard those people had to work to get that game out? 3 individual companies worked on 3 separate pieces of that game to make it one brilliant Star Wars experience for you. And then all you want to do is bitch about it because you had to fucking earn something?
Yeah, the only problem that I've had with that game personally is my own internet connection. Everything else has been fantastic.
Like, I don't see the point of, like, my favorite thing is, like, back in the day, I would play a game for extra 20, 30 hours on top of the campaign just so I could unlock skins or unlock new weapons and stuff like that to be like, oh, cool, I wonder what I can do now. It's like, nowadays, people are just like, oh, it's pay to win. I don't want to fucking play that. Or if it's not pay to win, they'll just be like, why didn't I fucking have this gun already?
Right.
You don't get it both ways.
Yeah.
You get to choose. Do you like pay to win or hate it?
Yeah.
Do you want the gun you want or not want?
I understand the vitriol because they're taking, because every feature and unlock ability that I've seen people complain about, I've been living with in Galaxy of Heroes for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Galaxy of Heroes is pay to win.
Yeah.
The guild before, like the one that Richard and I are now in, that I was a part of, some dude was like, he started unlocking characters because like 3 clones got announced like within the same like week, and so they rolled those out, and it was like, dude's unlocked this, he's unlocked this, and this was back when the chat would show you that he's like a 5-star character, 6-star character, 7-star, and like when they would upgrade like that. Yeah, so am I. He was like, how the fuck are you doing it, dude? He's like, oh yeah, I got a $100 bonus at work, and I'm 19, so fuck life, fuck my parents, and fuck everything else. I spent it all on this game. And he got like a whatever crystal pack and like used that.
It's like you've...
why? Oh, it's like
played that game consistently for 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have like most of the characters unlocked.
I've almost every single character unlocked.
Yeah, and you've spent how much?
0.
Yeah, there
zero
we go.
Monies.
I've spent... I bought like one $4.99.
Right, yeah.
And that was it.
Right, yeah.
Everything else, I have 5 or 6 7-star characters now, and I almost have like a couple more. I've been playing it for a year now.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
Here's my problem with it, with the gambling argument.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If CS Auction was able to go through the Supreme fucking court and not be labeled as gambling, this shouldn't be allowed gambling
Those
either.
are skins as well, though.
Yeah, but it was also people selling knives and selling all that stuff too. It's like,
I can see why people are upset that it's upgrades, like the star cards. It's upgrades to weapons. Mm-hmm. There is weapons in them. It
gives you a reason to hit a next level.
Yeah,
it's
like right now. The only reason
I think the problem is
the balancing.
Hitting the next level.
Yeah,
and it doesn't help that I just fucking suck at shooters.
Yeah.
I'm just trash at shooters.
Well,
so I'm not leveling the way I should probably anyway because like get good scrub. But it's still like it's in order to like get those cards you need to getting levels will get you credits and also just playing the game will get you credits. But to play the game and to get the credits and to get the scores to get the cards you have to get kills.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky if I'm like 2 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually I'm like 1 to 2, 2 to 3. If I'm 1 to 1, it's a great fucking game. It's a great fucking game. It's
let's see, me and Cody.
Let's say
I went 50-0 one time,
and I went 51-0 the same game.
Yeah, like
51-1.
And in Battlefront 2 PS2, it was like against computers, so my dick's not that big, but still it was 250 on 1 life.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was like 1 respawn versus 250 on a computer.
I've done that.
I wiped it.
Yeah,
I won that fucking match.
I played original BF2.
Yeah,
SWBF2 as we like to call it. No, I did that all the time. I had like routes I would go, and I like to kill the enemies faster.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all I did when I was Luke that time.
Yeah,
I knew my easy routes for my easy kills, and because we were on indoor, and so I stayed on the side that had the fucking bases and everything.
Yeah.
And so I would just run through the door, and when I run into a room, I
think my favorite
and
thing
slice people down, and it's just like, but my buddy Bo Neal put it the best way possible. They went into a game the other night with no heroes, not a single hero.
Mm-hmm.
They were fighting Darth Maul, they were fighting Kylo Ren, they were fighting Vader. The rest of them were people that were decked out. They beat them by 15. And so his favorite thing was, it was literally just a few hours after launch, so people had paid to get those characters or whatever. I guess.
Wait, what was it? Pre-order launch or
pre-order
mass
launch?
market launch?
It was probably
pre-order launch.
And so it was one of those things that it's like he was
pre-order
like,
launch was Monday, regular launch was that Thursday.
Yeah, and so when they did that, it was like
right.
that means people had those characters, they did everything. He goes, but we were just the better team. We knew how to counter it, and that's my thing. I don't give a shit if someone puts $2,000 into a game.
Yeah.
If you're better than them, you're better than them.
Right. Yeah.
And if not, find ways to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we had to do in Battlefront 1. When we kept getting our ass kicked over and over, we were like, we have to find a payload that works. And we have to find a payload that's going to help us more in the long run.
Right.
And so now maybe that would have meant we weren't on the front lines.
But the problem is earning it's in Battlefront 2, earning the star cards
to get that
payload.
Yeah.
And so and the only way to earn the star cards is to get points and to get credits. And the only way to get credits is to get kills. And the only way to get kills is to get good scrub.
Yeah.
Tom, this is what you do.
Yep.
You somehow break the game, like what me and Cody did one time, and we spawn killed them on walkers.
Oh my
it was
god.
Great.
It was so
great.
They kept spawning.
2 of them were
and
left.
we were just like every fucking moment. It didn't matter.
Like somehow me, Cody, and one random person, we got behind their spawn point and just killed them constantly.
Every time they walked out the door,
Nice.
It was on indoor too. So
real easy. We did that shit on
last time I was on the Hoth map. I was as a rebels. I came out of the base. I found a thing and went snipe, and I was a sniper. And I'm like, I don't snipe very well, but we'll try and snipe. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, you know what? No, fuck that. I'm gonna try this again. So got out there, got to a different perch, and snipe same goddamn guy. Just 5 of those in a row. I was like, you know what? Nope. Not.
There's actually
not gonna
classes
play
this
anymore.
time too.
Yeah, there are other class specific stuff. But my problem is that if this would have been any other game, this would not be the topic of conversation.
Nope.
Yeah.
But because it was Star Wars, everybody came out of the woodwork that doesn't play games as often to go, this is fucking horseshit.
And with the whole politicians jumping on it now, politicians have been trying for years to figure out a way to demonize video games.
Yeah, high Lee Lanier, high Hillary Clinton, any other just over the past 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
Subject Thompson, fuck off. Yeah.
But it's
piece of shit.
But yeah, it's one of those things that
you got disbarred for a reason, motherfucker.
If they look at it as
you were out of finger guns.
No, I was out of this.
Oh, you were doing
that was finger snaps.
Sorry.
How did you do that? Do it again.
Are you seriously going to do that on camera?
Level up.
Get good scrub.
No, I know I can do it with 2, but he's doing it with all of his fingers in a row going.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
Good
you were a wizard, Harry.
I'm just hoping they don't use this as a way to whatever. Hopefully they're smart about it, but this.
Oh, I think I do.
I did like that tweet about Ascend. It's yeah, man, it's gonna be a great shit show whenever this game about grabbing loot from the actual environment is gonna come out. Is that Ascend or Abound? What is that game?
There's a game called Bound coming out.
No, Bound is out.
It's about to say Bound's out, dude.
Okay.
Maybe it's Ascend. I don't know. I ain't no nerd. Go ahead, Nody.
But no, I do. I believe that if it wasn't Star Wars on the front of the title, no one would have said anything.
100%.
And was it okay that Disney
was
Disney stepped in to kind of end everything real quick?
I like how they did that.
This shit stops.
Yeah, because they're we got a movie coming out. Y'all need to stop this shit right now.
Yep. But my thing is now everything is pretty much. There's only 4 characters now you have to unlock. There's only all that other stuff. It's
I still think there's probably balancing issues as far as unlocks and stuff, but.
Might be 6 characters you have to unlock.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just hoping they.
We can turn it on right now.
Well, we can.
I'm hoping they just fix some balancing tweaks to it. like all games like that.
Well, every game needs tweaks. You start and you need to figure out where to go.
Yeah.
Based on the community and all that.
But my thing is, there was nothing wrong with the way star cards and everything worked in the first game, so there really wasn't a reason to change them. But that's their decision. They can do what the fuck they want.
I mean, they had to make money to make updates, so
they had to make money to make updates. They had to make money to pay coders, pay graphic designers, pay writers, everything. It's like games aren't fucking cheap to make.
And that game is
gorgeous. Yes.
Oh my god!
I already know a couple spoilers about the story. So
Snowdrop, is that what it's called? Is the engine?
What
is it?
Frostbite?
Frostbite.
Yeah, it's Frostbite.
Why was I thinking Snowdrop?
Where?
You tried.
That's okay in my head. I was trying to be like Fox Engine. No, Metal Gear Solid. Stop.
And people are making a big deal about Star Wars. There's still GTA 5, which is a whole other thing.
Yeah, no, my thing is with GTA 5, if you have money, you win instantly. There's no way to
you get a tank. Yeah. You buy shark cards, and then you get a tank.
And here's my thing. When I worked at GameStop, man, there were so many kids that would come in on a weekly basis and do a giant trade just so they could buy star cards. They would be giving me shark cards. Sorry, they would be giving me 10 to 15 games apiece.
Because you get it
just to see
they're sharks.
Yeah, just to see how much of a shark card they could buy.
Yeah. Hello.
Like what? Hello,
Oh, wow.
Billy. But where's a good place to find out stuff about Star Wars?
Where's that good?
Facebook.com/PackoGeeks. Because if there's a Star Wars update, you're probably going to see it there. As well as, sorry, we haven't been very active. It's been the fucking holidays, and we all work customer service. So
we're so tired.
Yeah, we're really tired.
So tired.
We're so tired of people. Finish the sentence.
Well, I'm so tired of people, and I'm tired.
Well, there's that.
Some people.
Mr. 15 in a row.
So, because we went over, go to Facebook.com/PackoGeeks. Give us a like. Follow us for sure. Make sure you're getting our updates. Spread the word about us. Let people know, please. Well, I was not going to combine it. I was going to eliminate this one and talk about it at a later date. But go like the Facebook page, share it around, like the stuff you do see on it. That way more people see it.
What's up, Tom?
Do we want to pause?
No, I've got pause.
Okay. All right.
But my thing is, we had 4 topics on the list.
We did.
We went over on topic 1 and 2 hardcore. So we're just going to go to topic 4.
Not too much on 3, but go on.
But we're going to go to topic 4 instead of 3.
Yeah.
So topic 3 now
is... I like topic 3 more, but...
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because I actually have something to talk about.
But you were reading stuff the other day.
Not really.
Okay, well, fine, motherfucker.
All right, well, hold on. Let's decide what you do. We'll put a fan poll up and we'll see what's on.
We'll get back to it later, yes.
But,
this is live stream.
Well, how about
choose
this?
your own adventure, kids.
I'll put this out there then. Would you guys rather talk about documentaries real quick or reading?
I've definitely seen more documentaries lately than...
Yeah.
Lately, I've not finished a book in a long
book.
time, and I haven't read a comic in months.
Oh, bro, I feel you.
Yeah.
Months.
It's starting to hurt about how bad I haven't got to read a novel or a comic.
I was gonna say I'm more up on documentaries right now.
Cool, then we'll talk documentaries.
Okay.
So topic number 3 will be documentaries, and we'll try to keep this one to our time limit. But I'm gonna let someone else go real quick, and I'm gonna walk away for a second.
Okay.
Oh, you're walking away.
Yeah. So, documentaries.
We just want to pause this for a second before
No,
we
we're gonna
do
pause
this
it.
walk away stuff?
No.
Because I'm about to walk away too.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
So
how about we pause the fucking?
No, we're gonna rooster teeth it, and you guys are gonna talk.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, ow!
All right.
So documentaries.
Let's go.
Talk about your favorite documentaries. Go.
All right. What documentaries have y'all watched recently?
You know what? All right, here, I'll sit down. Let's see. Talk over the sound because he's not going to turn the fan on. It's like outside of like King of Kong: A Fistful of Quarters, which is one of the greatest documentaries of all time. Oh, brother, you need to rectify that.
Yeah.
Closest like documentary thing would be just Bourdain's Parts Unknown and or No Reservations.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it's
I watched a shit ton of that on Travel Channel.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, No Reservations on Travel was fantastic. I loved it. That's one of my favorite subcategories on Netflix to go through and just like click and it's like add to list, add to list, add to list, add to list. I haven't watched any of them.
Yeah. No, I hit that hole with Netflix, and that's why I'm like, yay, I know documentaries.
Yay!
Because Justin, is it Justin Theroux?
Yes.
Yeah. I watched the Scientology one.
I was gonna talk about that one.
And the autism one.
I haven't seen that one, but the
it's
Scientology
7 o'clock in
one.
the morning.
No, which autism one though?
The Justin Theroux one.
Oh, I was gonna say there's
Only
there's,
one he's done.
There's one that we saw in high school to where it's these autistic kids go to a summer camp.
No.
And the way we were gonna actually watch it, but we went to the wrong
Sounds like a
channel
movie.
first, and it was on the Spanish channel,
I'm so-
and shit was way too lit, so we turned it off.
Okay.
I don't know if it's better or worse that he's off camera during the conversation.
It's better.
I watched a movie once about a fat camp.
Heavyweights.
Well, I was just about to say! Oh,
Heavyweights is the realest
it
documentary.
really is.
Skinny
No,
Tony.
because it's
Yeah.
canon to dodgeball.
Yeah, no, it is, yeah.
Yeah, heavyweights.
What?
Ben Stiller and heavyweights and
He's
dodgeball.
basically
It's
the same
it's
character.
essentially the exact same character.
Really?
Broke my camera.
Basically,
He's
yeah.
basically the same character.
Okay.
But no, yeah, the Scientology
It's not
one.
actual canon, but yeah.
That'll send you somewhere scary.
Yeah.
Scientology will fuck you up.
Scientologists are weird.
Well,
Who was the
you
girl
guys
from?
unclear? You guys
No.
unclear?
No, definitely not.
Come on, your Titan levels aren't
Yeah.
a Mac. Come
No,
on,
yeah,
guys.
I'm a SP, man.
Get good, Scrub.
I don't have enough money to be a Scientologist.
Yeah, first
that,
off,
legitimately,
who's-
that is the greatest thing that WikiLeaks has ever done.
Mm.
Is put out the like all the documentation.
Oh,
of,
yeah,
like,
like
Actual-
the tiers.
yeah, the
Yeah.
actual
Yeah.
like tiers of
Yeah.
like this is what you need to do and how much you need to pay to like get to all the different
And
thing levels
also, like,
to become clear.
personally, I love Tom Cruise,
Saved on
the
that
actor.
computer.
I hate Tom Cruise, the Scientologist.
Oh, it's
Because he's
terrifying.
fucking crazy.
Yep.
It's
I
terrifying.
love his movies, but he's fucking crazy.
No, who's the
He's
actress?
number 2.
Blame Mimi Rogers.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Who's the actress that like was a Scientologist?
Leah Remini.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to watch her.
And
I have not
need-
seen that yet.
I need to see that because
Yeah.
apparently that shit's like you're like, oh
Yeah,
fuck.
Tom,
Well,
Tom
the
Cruise
one
is
that-
number 2 in the hierarchy of like the.
Who's number 1?
Church. The whatever guy that took over from Hubbard. I forgot
Oh,
his
okay.
name.
But Tom Cruise is the face.
Yeah,
And then after him is John Travolta.
yeah. Basically.
Y'all understand this is his best work, right?
Yes.
Like, granted, he wrote how many books? God knows, but it's like
Hubbard, yeah.
Yeah,
but
his
it's like
self-help book,
his. But my thing is like,
Do you know why the cover of Dynamics is an exploding volcano?
because of the thing, the alien things.
Because of space memory, you
Oh.
may
Yeah.
need to raise your Thetan level
Yeah,
before
sorry.
I can tell you more.
Yeah.
shit.
I haven't remembered my past lives.
That's fair.
So
Again, I just don't have enough money.
I'm on tier -5.
No, see the reason. I thought Tom was gonna say something.
It was
No,
like-
just get good, Scrub.
Oh, that's fair. So the reason I put documentaries on here anyway is I watched the 30 for 30 on Ric Flair, and which I went into like super detail in earlier, but it's like,
he did.
man, it's
He cried.
I
He
did.
did.
I cried. Yeah, it's
Cody cried and Ric Flair cried.
yeah, Ric Flair cried that made me cry. But no, my thing is like it was so cool because like I was watching, I was like, yes, Nature Boy. Like every time it would do something, I'd be like, woo, let's go, and then something would happen, you'd be like, oh. God, that's real shit.
Whoa.
And so, but my thing is, it was a 30
Real
for 30,
life.
and I've never seen a 30 for 30 that I didn't like.
Mm.
And so, I think I brought this up on the show one time. It's like, when Foxcatcher came out,
Mm-hmm.
I watched, everyone was like, this movie is fucking brilliant.
I loved it.
And so, I watched it, and I was just like, bored the whole time.
What?
And I was like, fuck, I hate this movie. But then I watched the
I
30
like
for
it.
30 on Team Foxcatcher, like,
Oh, okay.
3 weeks later, and I was like, holy fucking shit, this makes a lot more sense now. I get it.
Yeah.
And then Netflix did their own Foxcatcher documentary, and I haven't watched that one because the 30 for 30 was so good that I don't want anything ruined
pretty
for
good,
me.
which I haven't seen the 30 for 30, but it's pretty good.
But yeah, like watching that 30 for 30 and watching like the people that were there that like of course aren't dead being like, fuck, it
That
was
of course
real.
aren't dead.
Well, yeah, like a dude got shot. Come on. But and then
Spoiler
another
alert.
one died in prison.
Spoiler alert.
For the true story. But it's like 30 for 30 has always been like my shit. Like I love it. Like one of the first ones I ever remember watching was It's the day that like the World Series, like the earthquake happened at the baseball stadium. Not World Series, but like when the earthquake happened at the baseball stadium, it was OJ had just hijacked the car and had holding the guy hostage, and the Bulls had just won their NBA championship again, and all that happened on the same day or something like that.
Speaking of documentaries, I actually started The People vs. O.J. Simpson.
Really?
I got 4 episodes in before I was like, I need to sleep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like that was the first one I watched, and I was like, this shit is fantastic.
I was about to watch another thorough about some super gel or whatever, and I was like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's go to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like anything like.
Do the YouTube videos Red Hot Nickel Ball count?
I don't know.
It's just a guy with a ball of nickel that he superheats until it's red, and then he like drops it on things and watches them melt. And it's amazing.
That's fair.
I'd call it, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's the last documentary.
Is Fistful of Quarters on Netflix?
It used to be.
It did used to be. I don't think it is anymore.
Fistful of Quarters is good, and then there's Man vs. Snake or whatever.
That was about like...
And it's about the guy that played Snake or whatever forever until he got the high score, and he would have to earn up to so many lives just so he would have enough time to use the bathroom,
right,
and stuff like that, or to go have a sandwich or something like that.
Well, and that's like the guy that
him going to MagFest and like sitting there like.
There's a guy that would like play Pac-Man, and he'd like build up enough like however long to like sit in a corner and like go take a piss and then come back and then like come back. Yeah.
Do you guys know that Maxine's has Vintage Arcade Night on Tuesday night?
Yeah, someone told me
I
about that.
went last week, and it is super fun. I played... Oh my god, what did I play? I played...
Maxine's a place that hosts...
Like cabinets, or do they hook TVs and stuff up?
Well, they do the TV in the bar, and then they do a big screen behind the stage.
Like where the stage is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's 2 different screens, and I played for like 2 solid... Nobody was there. Me and my coworker Andrew and his roommate Bert just like smashed a bunch. He murdered me in NBA, like murdered.
Well,
me.
that was Andrew Bird's forte.
Well, that's funny, but Andrew is my coworker and his roommate Bird. So,
okay.
Not random.
I thought you meant like the guy.
No,
I was like, I know a guy by that name, and that would be the one thing I think he'd be good at is NBA.
That is funny.
That's weird.
That is funny.
Little do you know that he's split into 2 people.
Oh, but
he did. Yeah.
But no,
yeah.
But yeah, I just don't. But those were Fistful of Quarters is so good.
It really is.
Another one for me, just because Barbara and Ric Flair, it's like the fucking resurrection of Jake the Snake. That shit will hit you like even if you like. I barely knew shit about Jake the Snake Roberts, so I watched that documentary. That hits you real hard because I was like, I wonder what this movie's about. And then when half the movie was just Diamond Dallas Page trying to keep his fucking mentor from dying or killing himself, it was like, what the fuck? And so like you sit there and then like halfway through, because I had no idea. I just had a buddy text me and he was like, hey, I know that you're into wrestling. You should really watch this. And I was like, yeah, whatever, sure, I'll watch it. And I didn't know that halfway through it was going to hit me in the goddamn heart when they brought Scott Hall in. Mm-hmm. And then like a quarter of the movie is all about like Scott Hall. And I was like, oh, fuck. And so like the second he like gets off the plane and he's in the wheelchair and he's just like, I don't know if I can walk, man. Like I just fucking bawled. And I was like, oh, it's my hero. I can't fucking do that shit, dude. Mm. Like, what the fuck happened? And I'd already watched like, because ESPN does the 30 for 30 and then they do the side stuff that's like it's half the length of 30 for 30 sometimes, or sometimes 15? It's 50. Well, no, 30 for 30 is about an hour and a half, 2 hours long.
Stop.
But then, because it's 30 films by 30 directors. But then they do like the other ones that are just like 15, 25 minutes long. And they did one with Scott Hall once, and it was like him like, oh, I'm trying to get over my opiate addiction and, help my son be a wrestler. And it was like, oh, that's cool. It's like he's not doing the best, but he's doing good. And then you watch Resurrection Jake the Snake to just know he got fucking way worse. And you're like, God damn.
I want to go really dark and make a Chris Benoit joke, but I'm not gonna.
Oh, dude, no, there's fucking Crossface is about to come out, dude, which is not a documentary, but that's going to open some fucking eyes, dude, if it doesn't,
Okay, so over at Nick's one night, we watched the Stone Cold WWE Network.
Yeah.
Documentary on Stone Cold, and that was really, really fantastic.
I actually watched the documentary called The American Dream the other night on Dusty Rhodes, and I watched it. First off, I forgot that it was on the network, and so I watched it on YouTube. So it was like anytime Dusty talked, instead of him having that voice like that, it was and now it did stuff like this because they had to distort voices.
Yeah.
And so I was like, why is that's not Dusty's voice? And I was like, oh, I'm on YouTube. They won't get sued. Got you. And I realized that I have fucking WWE Network. I paid $10 a fucking month for it. Why am I not using it? And so I was like, shit.
This guy.
But no, I watched it and it was really good because it was more surprising of like a story than I thought it was. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool shit. But that's
it. To this day, I will watch the Haggard making of documentary over Haggard.
Yeah.
Because, no, seriously, because 30, 45 minutes into it, it stops being a making of documentary for a movie.
And it's just
starts becoming a biography of, Brandon Novak and his heroin addiction.
Shit.
And all of them talking about it and just Bam took him in and it's really... And so then watch it, it's you watch, that, and then you watch, Viva Bam and, Happily Ever After, and, Unholy Marriage and, all that shit that, Bam did after Haggard.
Yeah.
And it's just... And Novak's there at the house... And then you know why Novak's there.
And you realize that's why Novak lives there. You're like, fuck.
It's because, oh no, that's Bam's best friend from high school, and he's just Bam knows that if he keeps him in the house, he can keep an eye on him. Yeah. It's no man, keep skating because you're good at this. You are better than me. You just want the fucking needle in your arm.
Yeah.
And so but that's also why he treats Novak like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's because it's no, you were going to live here for free, and I'm going to keep you off the H.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in turn, you're just going to do whatever the fuck I want for this these video series from TV.
Yeah.
And Novak agrees to it.
Well, that's if you watch the...
and it's just... You're always really conflicted whenever you see Novak getting just abused, basically.
Right.
Well, there's there's the Steve-O mini documentary to where
but is
it's
it better than putting a needle in his arm? That's
right.
And so then you go back and it's
but there's but that's that goes to the Steve-O documentary to where he had to quit doing a lot of shit because he was dude, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yep.
And now he's a crazy activist to where he's just exactly. When he put himself on the fucking crane or whatever, and he was and when he got up there, my favorite thing of the story when he told it on Hot Ones, and he was just this was a stupid fucking idea, but if I'm gonna get arrested, I might as well make it fucking worth it. And so he just was sitting up there and they're why are you here? And he's because people fucking suck or whatever. He was halfway through, I forgot what I was fucking protesting, man, but I was already on the fucking crane, I was already 500 feet in the air, I might as well fucking stay there. It was holy shit. It was
man.
Fuck, dude. But it's
just to get up there, fuck, for respect, man.
Yeah, well, my favorite thing is
50-story building.
No, he climbed.
I love heights. I love that shit.
Well, he climbed it and he stops and he says on Hot Ones, he's halfway up. He was "This is fucking stupid. I don't like heights. What the fuck am I doing?" But he said that he had already made the tweet. He was well, I'm not gonna fucking bitch out, and so he just kept going. And then when he was up there and he realized that those were all the lights down there were cops and not just something happening, he was oh no, that's for me. I fucked up. And he called his lawyer while he was up there because he was I am in some deep shit and I have fucked up. And he was what'd you do? Because he thought maybe it was a major. He goes, no, I climbed a crane in a protest and oh fuck. And then him just being oh, we can deal with that. That's fine. He was you're gonna have to pay a fine. That's all you're gonna have to do.
Calm down, but you're fine.
But yeah, it's Johnny was telling me to watch the story about Big Brother magazine.
Okay.
About where Steve-O where Steve-O, Knoxville, Wee Man, all them got their start. And I think that's what it was called, was Big Brother magazine.
No, because Steve-O was not a part of that original crew.
Yeah.
Because it's that whole Jackass video of him throwing up a goldfish.
Yeah.
Swallowing. That was that's his audition tape.
Oh, okay.
That's and listening to them talk about that of yeah, man, we felt really bad for this kid because he swallows the goldfish and he's sitting and it's that's how many tries it took him. That's an actual recording of him just oh man, that thing's not coming back. That's just a dead goldfish and this kid's out of a job. He's got to go back to the circus. That's fucked. And then finally he gets it up and the goldfish is alive and that's why Steve-O got on Jackass. That was literally his audition tape.
But yeah, I know it's about Knoxville, Steve-O, or not Steve-O, Knoxville, Wee Man, I think Pontiac, a few of those. I want to say it was Big Brother Magazine, is what it was called. But it's Johnny told me about the documentary as he watched it. He was like, dude, it's fucking. He goes, I haven't thought about that world in so long, and then watching it makes you want to go back and like relive it all. Because that's what me, him, and a bunch of everyone else did in high school. Was like we watched CKY on a daily basis. We watched Jackass.
But it was like. But the other thing is like Jackass is like that was like maybe like 16 months worth of like filming shit, and then they just aired it over 5 years.
Yeah.
And people would be, yeah, man, I saw this, and it's like, what? I was like 4 years ago.
It's like I haven't thought about that.
Yeah, exactly.
But
like, wait, I did that.
But my thing is like in high school as well. Probably from 13 to 20, we had a tradition of we would choose a day every year. We would sit down, we'd order food, and we would watch Haggard. That was a day. We planned it. Like, if you had work, you didn't fucking go to work.
Bro, I got the DVD right there. Off. We can do this now.
Bro, I'm down 100%. You have no idea how much I fucking... You want to break balls behind Wawa?
Bro,
let's go fucking break balls behind Wawa.
Burn wood? Yeah, I'm down. Trust.
I just remember y'all watching a bunch of CKY one day.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like, what the fuck is this? Because I only watched Jackass.
No, me and Harry...
Like, who the fuck is Bam Margera?
No, me and Harry... That's all we used to do was watch CKY and fucking watch Jackass, and then we would listen to CKY and listen to him and like him is legit.
Bam's older brother in his band.
Oh yeah.
Like my favorite thing is like I legit love the band Him. Like when they announced earlier this year that December is the final month that they will be a band, I legit like you could see it. Like Kayla told me as she like showed it to me. I sat there and I was like. Oh, yeah. And like I sat there like fuck, and like she was like, "Does it really mean like that?" I was like, "You don't understand what that band means to me." I was like, because everyone always saw the logo as a BAM logo, and I was like, "No, like I wore a T-shirt with just the heartagram on it," and people were like, "Oh, it's a sick BAM shirt." Big fuck you! This is a Him shirt, you piece of shit.
Yep.
And people eventually got to the point where they were like, "Oh, well, why do you like them? Just because you like BAM?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love Bam Margera. I love Element. I love all that shit. Element was my favorite skate company of all time. Them and Almost till this day still are." I don't give a shit. Audio was one of my favorite shoe companies. You know how many pairs of audios me and Nick bought? It was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it's
more of a Vans guy.
Bro, I still love Vans.
Fuck out.
Leave. The window's right there.
I wore a lot of Vans.
Yeah, that's fair. Quit being a basic bitch, Richard.
I was a wannabe skater.
Yeah,
no, see, my thing is I wore Vans Classics for 5 years straight. My mother, when I would be like, hey, I need a new pair of shoes, it was either she'd buy me a pair of Cortezes or she would buy me a pair of Vans Classics. That was it. And she was like, you wear the same two shoes.
I was going
to say,
you
need
the,
to change
the,
it up. And I'm like,
the checkered shoes? Yeah. I remember those.
Yeah, those, and I'd wear different color Cortezes. And my mom would be like, why don't you buy more shoes? And I'm just like, I like what I like. And then I realized that like people were like, why are you wearing Cortezes? And I was like, what's wrong with this? And people were like, you don't do this. And I'm like, what does that matter? And then people were like, man, you're wearing Cortezes a lot. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't wear Cortezes anymore. People start to realize I wear nothing but Cortezes and fucking Vans Classics.
But that's along the lines of people saying, I can't sing Turn the Page because I don't smoke. It's like, really, go fuck yourself. Come on.
Legit, I sing Turn the Page all the time.
Exactly. Legit, we had a kid in the ninth grade. The ninth fucking grade.
Never mind, I smoked 2 cigarettes Saturday night because I was really fucking trash.
They looked Johnny in the face because Johnny had a Jimi Hendrix shirt on, and he was like, "How many tabs of acid have you took in your life?"
What the fuck?
And Johnny goes, "One. I'm like 13, so none." And the guy goes, "Then why the fuck are you wearing a Jimi Hendrix shirt?" Yeah. And I went, "Maybe because he likes Jimi Hendrix." He goes, "Oh, you can't enjoy Jimi Hendrix's music. You don't fucking understand Hendrix unless you've done acid." And I stopped and I went, first off, do your parents love you?
Clearly not.
Like, I'm 27.
He's berating a 13-year-old over not having acid.
And he's a 13-year-old. So my problem here is...
Okay. A 13-year-old telling... Okay.
Yeah, no, so my problem here is, I'm 27. If someone looked at me now and went, do you want a tab of acid? I might be like, I don't know. Where's this night going to go? I don't know what's going to happen.
But you're 27.
But I'm 27.
My first
but at the age of 13, if someone went...
My first question at 35 is, do I work tomorrow?
But my thing is now, if someone at 13 would look at me and like, do you want a tab of acid? I'm like, nah, because I was just that fucking dude until I was 21. I was
Straight
like,
edge
drugs are stupid.
motherfucker!
No, bro, no, I almost at like 19 got X's on my arms. So it's probably a good thing I didn't, because it would have been real bad, because I've been drinking every day.
Yeah.
I've been drinking.
Is that like a line so I can just slit your wrist? Is that what that's for?
My favorite thing is
Instructions.
I have a buddy in Fayetteville that I met through another friend that he has his exes right here. And legit, he got him, and he was like, yeah, fuck that shit, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then someone was like, but have you tried marijuana? And he was like, well, no. And they're like... And so then from that moment on, he was like, this shit is amazing.
That's like that picture of the guy eating the hot dog that has vegan right here. He's like at a
He lost his vegan powers.
He's like at a ball game or something.
Well, it's a kosher dog, so it's fine.
And-
Right? That works.
But he
That
put
works.
ish
Right.
at the end, so
Vegan
vegan-ish.
nice.
That's so funny.
So you
But
can do
no.
like XXS X
It's like
ish.
I'm a vegan when it matters.
But no,
So outside of Bourdain, like back to documentaries as
Yeah.
well. Its favorite documentary would probably have to be Matrix Reloaded. No, Revisited.
revisit Matrix Reloaded. Oh, shit, we're not supposed to know!
Oh god.
No, okay.
Spoiler.
So, no, okay.
I
Let me tell you about
Matrix
this.
Revisited. Yeah.
We're going to get off documentaries for 1 second. So last night, you know...
That's okay, the timer went off anyway, so it
That's
should
fair.
be done.
What's the thing, you know in the Scanner Darkly, the thing they talk about where they can see the bugs crawling on them and...
Yeah.
It's
You
just
mean,
like a
you
thing
mean
in your head?
literally the opening paragraph?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, what's that called?
It's right there. And I don't know, it's psychosis.
It's like, okay, so last night I was sitting in my bed and I saw all this stuff
Next to Good
and it
Omens
looked like it
The
was
Fate of the
crawling
North Stars. Left.
and it looked like it was like crawling on the walls.
Not a Scanner Darkly at all. That's
But,
the antithesis of the Scanner Darkly.
But
It's the
no,
antithesis of everything.
but it looked like it was like crawling on the walls. And it was
Right.
like all these yellow things, and
Yeah.
I didn't like. And I looked down, and it looked like it was on my arms and stuff. And like I realized, like halfway there, I was like, oh, it's just my fucking eyes, because like I had rubbed my eyes and like rolled my eyes back, and I was like, oh, it's my eyes fucking with me, shit. But it kept happening for like.
scanners when the guy's head exploded.
But it looked like, but it was literally.
I'm having a good time.
Having a good
night.
But no, it was literally 5 minutes of me like this, like just kind of sitting there and watching it happen. And as I sat there, I was like, "What the absolute like
Between
And he's
Good
doing
Omens
it
and
now.
Fault in Our Stars.
is fuck
Left,
is
left,
going
left,
on?"
left.
Like when I sat there, I was like,
Left.
"What?" And so like, because at first
Right
I
in
saw
front
it
of
the
your
corner of my eye, and I thought maybe like a spider was on my wall, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" And then I saw multiple of it, and I went,
There it is.
oh, this is one of those things that it's just like, this is happening, cool. And what did you say that got me on this? I don't fucking even remember.
I
now.
don't know.
I was talking about Matrix Revisited. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, okay, no, but
Onto
no,
a
okay,
scanner
no.
marker.
But in my head, when I saw it, I went, "There's a glitch in the Matrix." I was like, "There's a glitch in the Matrix." And then I rubbed my eyes the other day at work, and I was in the bathroom stall. I had already gotten up. I was rubbing my eyes, and like I looked forward at the door, and it looked like a grid. And I went, "There's a glitch in the Matrix. There's a glitch in the Matrix!" And all you can hear is Jerry in the other room go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I sat there and I went, "Oh, I don't."
You know the floaties in your eye that you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
sometimes? Those are just white blood cells.
Yeah.
That just means that you're good.
Oh, well, that's comforting.
Yeah, no, it's
Good. I used to, no,
You're all right.
I used to rub my eyes a lot as a little kid.
What's up, guys?
Still
Just
rub
to
your
see
eyes.
it. Well, no, I do it now
With the
because I can do it.
stars?
But
Yeah.
I would do it like this, just like,
Yeah, and like
and
see
do it,
stars
and then
stuff?
sit there
Yeah.
so I could look at it.
Yeah.
I'm a girl that wear eye makeup. I haven't rubbed my eyes in like
I,
20 years.
I used to do that.
Damn,
and
that
was
would
before I
mean
had
like
glasses.
since you were like 9.
Okay.
You don't
That-
have
What?
one, man.
that-
A, way to put her on blast for her age.
Right.
No, I'm just saying, like, at what point did you start going, "Bitch, I wear eye makeup, I ain't rubbing my eyes"? Like at 9, you were just like, "Fuck it, full face today. I gotta get ready. I'm up at
Raccoon.
7." Like,
Amy
hold on.
Have
Winehouse.
any of you seen Bug with Michael Shannon and Ashley Judd?
No, I have not.
That's a fucked up, fantastic movie, and it's based on a play, and I wholeheartedly like assume it's based on the first 2 paragraphs
Of that book.
This book.
But here's the problem here's the glorious thing about A Scanner Darkly. Philip K. Dick can do no wrong.
He really can't. People that base their works off Philip K. Dick novels
Can do wrong.
can do
Yes.
multiple wrongs.
Yes, I can.
Yes, but yes, Philip K. Dick has as an author.
Yeah.
Did no
He's
wrong.
P great.
I hate so much.
Get the fuck out.
I'll be here all week.
I'll be here all week. But,
Once a guy stood all day shaking bugs from his hair. The doctor told him there were no bugs in his hair. After he'd taken a shower for 8 hours, standing under hot water hour after hour, suffering the pain of the bugs, he got out and dried himself off, and he still had bugs in his hair. In fact, he had bugs all over him. A month later, he had bugs in his lungs. That's the opening paragraph to Skinner Darkly.
balling.
Is that a euphemism about cancer?
Having nothing else to do or think about, he began to work out theoretically the life cycle of the bugs, and, with the aid of Britannica, tried to determine specifically which bugs they were. They now filled his house. He read about many different kinds, and finally noticed bugs outside, so he concluded they were aphids. After that decision came to his mind, it never changed. No matter what other people told him, like, aphids don't bite people. And the bugs in Bug are, he calls them aphids. And the continued response is like, but aphids don't bite people.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's all in his head. Yeah, Bug's a fucked up movie. That's a great documentary about just, like, the ability for someone to manipulate someone else into, like, falling into, like, a mental delusion.
Okay.
That's real. It's a real thing.
Yeah. And, like, Ashley Judd and Michael Shannon are incredible in it.
I watched Food Inc. once and still didn't stop eating meat, so,
Oh, man.
Well, that's like Super Size Me.
Forks Over Knives is one of the
my
best.
problem is Super
food
Size Me
documentaries.
just makes me want a Big Mac.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's like, I'm going to go.
I know it's supposed to be the opposite,
McDonald's.
but
right
afterwards
now.
I'm just like, that night I had a Big Mac
No.
at work, or after we went to go from work to eat, I was just like, man, I have missed this. And my problem is, I don't eat a lot of burgers. If it's not In-N-Out, I'm not the guy that goes, burger time.
Oh, you're that pretentious.
I am that pretentious asshole. Like,
Well,
if it's not from fucking In-N-Out...
Whataburger.
Right? For
It's
real.
way-
Exactly. If you're going to
way
go Texas,
better.
Whataburger, man. Come on.
Way better
Whataburger.
than now.
I'm leaving. Whataburger's
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
No.
Whataburger's fucking
There's
Lost
the
our
balcony.
host.
Whataburger's
There's the balcony.
fucking
Just
Get
jump
out.
it off.
Get out.
I really hope he commits to this. Really hope he commits to this.
So we just want to...
I mean, we can just finish the episode if we want.
So, what was next on that?
No, you
Oh,
wasn't
you're
it.
back.
Whataburger's fucking trash, okay?
No, you should have pulled a Nick and committed to it.
Let's
We were about to
finish
finish
Whataburger. Whataburger's fucking trash, dude.
No, it's not. It's still in.
Spicy ketchup's the only thing good they have at that
good.
restaurant.
All I'm saying, you overhyped In-N-Out for me.
First of all, you just called it a restaurant.
Fucking fast food, whatever.
Yeah. No. Difference.
Fast food joint, whatever.
Difference.
No, I didn't overhype In-N-Out. I gave you the right amount of hype for In-N-Out. You just weren't in a good
You
spot.
overhyped it.
The only thing that I will give In-N-Out is how they source their food. Like, and they
You
You
pay,
mean the taste,
and they pay-
the flavor,
No, I mean,
the
shut-
quality,
okay,
shut-
everything.
shut.
and they pay their people incredibly.
Yeah. Oh, they get
I
like
was gonna say,
$17 an hour
so-
sometimes at
Yeah.
some places. It's ridiculous.
As far as showmanship, In-N-Out has better showmanship. They know how to put on a
I'm
show
pretty
when they
sure
give you
Whataburger comes in my food and then just goes, eat it, it's great. And I'm just like, fuck you, Whataburger, it's not.
It's delicious.
Look, you homophobe. Cum might be delicious, alright? You don't know this.
It has protein.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if it's got
What's
protein.
your problem?
They're just like, oh.
Moving on.
My problem is
As long as the
In-N-Out
motherfucker
is
didn't
better.
eat a bunch of asparagus, then you should be alright.
Well, yeah, if he's eating
Yeah.
pineapple, then who
Yeah,
gives
exactly,
a fuck?
yeah.
It's like, hey, this burger's kind of
Sweet.
sweet.
That's
That
a
is a-
dietary. That's a
that's
dietary requirement for. Like,
My problem is
That's
that,
untrue.
yeah,
For-
that and Tootsie Rolls.
in the
Pineapple
food
is
world.
nothing.
Whoa,
Hey,
we're getting
pr-
really weird right now.
In the
Yeah.
food world, anytime you can Prince Albert it and put an egg on top, I'm down with it. You know when I wasn't? At fucking Steak and Shake. Johnny and Shelby for years hyped Steak and Shake for me. They were like, it's one of the greatest fucking joints you can go to. And I was like, cool shit. When it opened in Texarkana, we went day of opening. Worst piece of fucking trash I've ever had.
Nothing beats
Now
Next
there's
Level
shakes. Now there's shakes.
true.
Fantastic. Except for Bubba Brews, since it's a better Next
Haven't
Level
had
kitchen.
it yet. Haven't been yet.
Next Level has not been the same since Porter left. Next Level is now a very shell of itself.
I love both of them. I love you both equally. Both those children.
Like, I will still eat Next Level,
Next
but it
Level
is a
Kitchen.
shell of what it used to
Next
be.
Level Kitchen sponsor.
Oh, if you sponsor
It
us, I'll talk all the
Bubba's
shit about
Bruce
your world.
sponsor us. Both of you sponsor us.
Bubba Brews. I'm telling you,
I haven't been yet.
I had the
Porter
falafel
is-
tacos.
Do it
the
with
other
a
day.
local, man.
I haven't had
Porter is-
Bubba Brews yet, yeah.
Oh, did you have original
Let's
Next
do a
Level?
family
Yeah.
Then you've had
outing.
Bubba Brews.
Oh, okay.
Because original Bubba Brews is a better Next Level
Cheaper
kitchen.
or the same?
That's about the same.
Okay.
You're supposed to. I had my falafel tacos.
Were they falafel?
Oh my god!
Stop.
It was so fucking good.
Great.
And the
Stop.
first,
I'm about to knock that camera over.
The first
Stop.
thing I had when I went, of course, was on it. They have the BLT.
Stop. We are
I know.
so
We're not on
off the
documentaries
rails.
anymore.
We are so off the rails.
Do you know what's a great food documentary?
What's a
Anything with Anthony Bourdain? Fight
Accurate.
me.
He did
Accurate.
Yeah,
That was my opening salvo for documentaries.
Sure, I know.
Okay, so we've come full circle.
We have.
I think we're done.
I think we're done. Documentary topic is done. We got back to Anthony Bourdain.
So, Cody, let's reaffirm. Where can they find us?
They can find us on Facebook.com/PackOfGeeks. You can find all your latest news and updates there. We're talking about trailers. We're talking about updates. We're talking about reveals. Any controversies you can think of. We will start updating again very soon now that the holidays they're still in motion. But the worst part of it has come to an end.
The retail worst part.
Yeah, the retail worst part of it has come to an end.
Until the 24th.
Actually, Black Friday wasn't that bad for me.
It wasn't terrible,
It was
but it was
kinda
just
slow.
tedious.
Yeah.
But you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Facebook.com at PackOfGeeks. Guess what? Megan's been running the Instagram, so we haven't really had to do too much with it. She's been.
I've made 2 posts.
She's made more posts than we have in a while.
More than
I was
Cody
gonna
did.
say
Sure.
you were on point with the predict video. So.
Yeah, I haven't been able to post on the Twitter or Facebook anything because my phone is destroyed. So
Takes your
tomorrow,
phone, Cody.
when I get a new phone, when this episode goes up, I will have a new phone.
Oh,
so that'll be
I'm
great.
putting this up tomorrow.
No, I said when this episode gets put up, I will have a new phone.
Oh, okay.
So I will have hopefully been updating
Don't
more.
put that pressure on me.
But no, and so you can also
upload it tomorrow.
Yeah, you can also go to soundcloud.com/pack-ogeeks. You can listen to any audio podcast there, or if you want to, you can go to youtube.com, search Pack Geeks, and you can get to the video version of the podcast. You can also find the audio version of the podcast on iTunes. Search Pack Geeks. Subscribe, like, follow, do anything that you can on any site for us. Give us a thumbs up, like post, share post, retweet, whatever you can. On YouTube, we would love it if you'd leave a comment just to let us know what your favorite part of the episode was. It would make us feel pretty good. That way we know we're liking or talking about stuff that you actually
Or just give us
Should,
5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go.
Should
Yeah,
have
iTunes,
some-
give us 5
Talk trash.
stars.
We don't care.
You can tell
Just
us
give
that we're the
5
worst
stars.
piece of shit you've ever seen. Just put a 5-star
Should have
review
some more
on
Let's
there.
Play stuff coming soon.
Yeah, more. Yeah, we worked on the stuff with WWE 2K18. We plan on actually doing some more WWE 2K18 videos to where we're not actually going to play.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to watch like dream matches, quotation marks of like things we would have never seen before, and we're just gonna kind of watch it happen and commentate on it. Not like color commentate, but kind of just be like all shitty about it.
Do you realize the YouTube is very wrestling heavy right now? We'll try and
Yeah, we're trying to change that. It was just
Review it.
that was what we had available at the time.
yeah.
But
Might do
me and
some
Tom were
super
talking about it
stuff.
earlier, and me and Richard have already talked about it. We're going to do a Let's Play on Worms. We talked about doing a Donkey Kong Country Let's Play.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about doing a what was that shooter we were talking about? The water gun one. What's it called?
I don't know if we'll do that one yet.
We don't know. We're thinking about it, but because it's so ridiculous.
Other people
SFW
bigger than
AF.
us have covered it, so I'm like, I don't care.
We can still cover it. Not
Okay,
many people
alright.
have covered Worms. It's all
Richard,
good.
let's name a video game that people bigger than us have not covered. That's what I thought.
That's what I thought.
We just need to pick a game.
Before I saw the YouTube, I was like, oh, maybe this water gun game.
Nope.
But no, we have.
Obscure Japanese water gun game where girls in white t-shirts get sprayed with water. Of course, come on. Come on.
Someone
Bruh.
covered it. But
Bruh.
my thing is, we have a lot of cool stuff coming, whether the titles are indie, whether they're AAA, doesn't matter. We're going to have fun. We're going to make fun of each other, and we're going to play video games. So those are coming. We have more Pog War coming on the way, and we have more podcasts every 2 weeks coming on the way, too. So hopefully you'll be able to like that. Next week will be next 2 weeks, the next episode will be a more focused episode on a breakdown instead of a smorgasbord of topics, but this week we had a lot to talk about to try to cover. So, yeah.
Yeah, don't make promises we're not going to keep.
That's fair. I
That's
won't
the
make
intention. The intention is there.
Oh, no, and the road to hell is paved in good intention.
Right.
But guys, thank you so much. This has been The Committee, episode 15, where we talk about Justice League, we talk about documentaries, we talk about Battlefront. if case you haven't watched anything, we did talk about YouTube and Twitch for the past 2 episodes. Go back, listen to those. Let us know what you think. Last episode we had Theory of In on, and he had a really good. Yeah, his album did just drop,
Pre-orders
so please
are
go
out
check
on
it out.
His Bandcamp. So.
And is he gonna do physical copies?
Speaking of Theory of In, at anything you can search.
Yeah,
like,
it's
go
literally
check his
just
music.
his Twitch, his Instagram, his Facebook, his Twitter. It's all just Theory of In. Go look him up.
SoundCloud, YouTube.
SoundCloud, the new songs are absolutely amazing.
I think Bandcamp.
It's been great. He's got a lot of other actually cool stuff already in the works. They're moving soon, of course, so it will slow a couple of things down, but the second they are finished unpacking, it's literally just hit the ground and go again. So make sure that you are checking that out and keeping up to date with him. But once again, check us out on Facebook.com/PacketGeeks, iTunes, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere that you can find us. Go follow us and like us. Until next time, guys.
Googles.
Yeah, you just type it into Google. Type it into Google. Don't
Googles.
What are you doing, you dingus?
I know. I'm a doctor too.
It's all good. But guys, just until next time, we thank you for letting us talk to you. You can